Today we're roaming in Roma, Queensland. Let's go to the big rig, Aidan said. It'll be fun, he said. Then we got here and there's just a bit of a tower to climb up. Wonder how he's feeling about that now.
There's a lift.
No, the deal was you can't use the lift, you have to use the stairs. So we'll have to go and check it out.
That deal.
I'm reminding you of the deal. The big rig in Roma is where they have the Tourist Information Centre, and you can also come out to this exhibition which is called The Big Rig, and it's all about learning the oil and gas history of Roma and the surrounds. So it is, was it $20 each to get in? Aidan, $20 each to get in. They do also have a night show that you can do and a light show. We've chosen not to do that this time. We thought we'd actually prefer to do this exhibition, and perhaps when we're back next time we might do the sunset or the light show, which I think would be pretty cool. It would be much more interactive in the sense of, when I say interactive, entertaining. This exhibition is a lot of reading, isn't it, Aidan? Like a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot to take in, yes.
Well, we're doing the self-guided
Yeah.
one. So, you know, to understand it, you do need to do a lot of reading of the signs. So as always, bring your glasses. But it is really interesting. I'm finding it more interesting than what I anticipated.
But you were not anticipating it to be interesting at all.
Yeah. Yes. It wasn't that I didn't think it would be interesting, but I don't want to read about it. I'm honest. I'm honest, people. I don't want to necessarily read about it for hours and hours, because I just find it, for me, it's information overload. I just want the A, B, C and D so I can understand it. But I understand that it's a bit more complicated than A, B, C and D. So, you know, you do have to kind of be in the mood for it, don't you? But definitely interesting, and of course we're going to walk up the tower soon, so we'll check that out. So this rig drilled four big holes, wasn't it? 4 holes? But didn't actually strike anything at a huge cost. So, Do you want me to take the stairs and you take the lift and see who gets there first?
We'll both take the stairs.
Off we go. Only 13 flights.
You counting the steps?
Not counting, but my bum probably will be tomorrow. And my thighs. Feel the burn, everyone. Feel the burn.
Practice for Kings Canyon.
Yeah, we're getting in shape for doing those Kings Canyon stairs in the not too distant future. We're almost there. So the tower that we're going up is to try and give you some idea of what it's like if you are working as a rigger on one of these older towers. Yeah. So I don't like heights. Oh, I'm much better than what I used to be. And I definitely don't like confined spaces. So I would much rather take the stairs, even though I'm feeling it, than have to get into an elevator. I could tell you about a story about this one time. I got into the elevator in the, is it the Sydney Tower, Aidan? Yeah. Oh my Lord, worst experience of my life in an elevator. Save that for another time. Always a story. Anyhow, I'm conquering fears today. Today, conquering the fear of height. You know, because when you're out in here and you want to do these things, you've just got to do it. You know, otherwise you go away and you think, oh, I wish that I did that. Not always easy, but you just do it. It's one of the great things about travel. It gets you out of your comfort zones. So there's the old rigging tower there. There you go. People on the CCTV are having a great time looking at us. Did we get all the way? Yeah. I was just saying that all the people on the CCTV up there must be looking at us going, look at those crackpots. Imagine all the things they see when they're glancing at their screens on their security rooms. Whenever I'm looking at something high or I've managed to climb up all these flights of stairs to get somewhere high, there always seems to be some bird. Look at that. Some bird just mocking us. Look at you people. Climbing with those legs. And they just sit up there gracefully, looking around, enjoying life. Anyhow, this is the view atop the tower. Everyone, great views of Roma and the surrounds. So, I think it's worth coming in, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely gives you a different view of the town. Passed through here a few times, we never actually stopped.
Yes, well that's why we decided to do it, right? Because
Yep.
we've both been through here a couple of times and, you know, you stop for a break, might pick a park
The
or
next
whatever.
time we come, we have to make sure we're here on a Monday so that we can do the sale yard tour on a Tuesday.
Yes, so they have one of the biggest cattle sale yards. Is it the biggest, I think,
Yeah.
here in the Southern Hemisphere? And we want to do a tour of that, but it only runs on Tuesdays. So next time we come, to make sure we're here on a Monday. And I think that's why as well, Aidan will probably do that night show here.
Yeah.
And we'd come and do that and then do the cattle yards. But just the way it works out sometimes, isn't it? You're not in the right spot at the right time. So if you don't want to walk up the tower, which is 44 metres high, then you can do the treetop walk of the River Red Gums, which is actually quite lovely. And sometimes the Red Gums tower above the tower, so higher than 45 metres high. So it's actually quite nice down here. And there's a lot of picnic grounds and things here. If you do just want to stop for lunch and go to the information centre, you don't have to do this section. You know, you can see a lot of it anyway, but yeah, it's quite nice. This is to stretch your legs out after the stairs, isn't it? So that's probably a better view of the tower that we were just at the top of. We haven't been to Roma. It's very much about the bottle trees in Roma, and we're on Heroes Avenue at the moment. And it's quite moving because it's like a living memorial to the men and women who fell in World War I. And so for each of them there is a bottle tree planted. So there's actually over 140 of them which line the streets for this particular avenue. And every tree has a plaque for the, well, I guess they were all men, I think, weren't they, that were lost. The bottle trees are actually quite magnificent. Some have definitely grown much more than others, which is always interesting. Because we can't get enough of trees, we've come to check out Roma's biggest bottle tree. So probably doesn't look it, but the girth, so the circumference, is 9.62 metres. So really not far off of our giant gum, is it, at Orroroo really? Although it doesn't look it. Doesn't look near as big. But absolute stunner. This one. Very unique, obviously, to the area. Stopped on the Piccaninny Creek. I always loved that word, Piccaninny. My grandmother used to call me a piccaninny. I'm not quite sure. I've got to look up what this is all about. So movement on land and water where the tortoise goes. It's obviously significant to the Indigenous. So I better check that out. While we're exploring Roma, we're staying at the Wallumbilla Showgrounds. Really flat, great areas. Sorry, it's a bit bright in the sun there. As you can hear, we are on the Warrego Highway. Never bothers us really, any truck noise. This is a donation camp. So, and powered sites. There are some powered sites, really level. Lots of level spots, which is great. You can choose to be in the unpowered if you wish. Sorry, it's a bit bright. Golden hour here at the moment. And as you can see just over there in the distance, there is showers and toilets. And a bit further on from there is a dump point and potable water. So it is a donation camp. And obviously if you're using a powered site, you might choose to donate a little bit more than if you were not. We always do that. And it's just a great spot. It is about 40 kilometres out of Roma, east of Roma, and it's where we've chosen to base ourselves because it's quite busy in the parks in Roma, and even the gun club, you can stay out there. We just drove past, hi, and that's super busy as well. So yeah, the showgrounds out of the town sometimes are definitely worth exploring. A big day today. We've been out roaming in Roma, and we were just about to, well, we're kind of having dinner and we're a bit tired, and I said to Aiden, so what was your takeaway from the big rig, with the learning about all the oil and the gas, how they found it in Queensland, blah blah blah, walking up the tower, and
yeah, she made me walk up the tower 195 steps up and 195 down.
And so I said to Hayden, so what was your take from that? Because, you know, we were dissecting so we could share with you guys. Did we enjoy it? What did we think? All of those things. And what was your takeaway, Aiden? Short version.
Well, that was interesting about all the gas and oil that they found up here, and how the early exploration, the different rigs they were using to drill the holes, and how in 30 years it went from taking 180 days to do 1,100 meters to now 7 days to do 1,200 meters with a different rig, and all the different changes over time. But
and also how early they started,
yeah,
like back in the early 1900s, and having these huge fires that they didn't know how to put out because they accidentally struck gas.
Yeah.
Right.
When they were looking for water.
When they were looking for water. So that Aiden went into this big spiel about fracking and all of this. I said, okay, yeah, you know, because we both read the signs, but I don't retain the information because I'm too busy taking in the surroundings and all the people, because I'm the people person and picking up the vibe of the town. And so my takeaway was how that with them striking oil helped save the whales.
Well, it was actually someone overseas discovered how to convert crude oil to distill it to get paraffin oil.
Yes.
Which replaced the whale oil in candles and lights and everything.
Yeah. Essentially helping to save the whales, right? And
that then drove turning oil into the black gold it is.
Yeah, and probably began the decline, began the decline of the whaling. So that's probably when I've been to the whaling station down in Western Australia, down in Albany. So, you know, as we were saying the other day, things start to link together when you travel. But anyway, Aiden's takeaway was like, you know, signboard after signboard of factual information about gas and oil. My takeaway was the whales. So there's something for everyone. Anyway, roaming Roma was a pretty good day.
Yep.
We had a great lunch out in the main street. There's oodles of pubs to choose from.
We will be back.
Yes.
We didn't do everything.
Yeah. We'll definitely be back.
Definitely want to try and be back so that we're here on a Tuesday to do the tour at the cattle yards.
Yes.
Because that's only on Tuesday.
Yep.
There is an information centre that's open every day, but the tour is on Tuesday only.
Yeah, so the cattle yards, you can actually do like the guided tour. So the visitor information centres there is open, but we would like to do the cattle yard tour and watch all the action. So that's what we'll be doing next time we come back to Roma. So anyway, always something to do next time. Bye.
Bye.